I'm at the end of my row here in my crochet, and I'm working a striped pattern. So I want to end my row in this green color, and I want to pick up again in this variegated color. So I'm going to work my last 2 stitches, and the ending stitches are a little tricky sometimes. So you can see this is a worked stitch right here, and there is the top of that chain on that stitch. And then this is my chain 3 for my turning chain. So there's chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. So in this particular pattern, I'm actually working into that very last chain 3 as my last stitch of this row. So I'm going to go ahead and work this second to the last stitch. Okay, and this one here is a little tricky. You just kind of have to look at your 2 top loops. It almost is kind of a little tight to get your hook under. I have to do a little finagling here with my fingertips to get it in onto my hook sometimes. Okay, I got it through one part of the loop. And then here's the second part of my loop right here. Goodness, it's really tight. Okay, there we go. So I got it on there. And I'm just going to complete this stitch all the way up into the very last yarn over. Okay, so I have 2 loops left on my hook. Now to start in the new color, I'm just going to take this color here and drop it, and I will snip this and leave about 6 to 8 inches so that I can weave this green color in later. Then I'm going to take my new color and I'm going to just drop the tail right behind my hook. And again, you want to leave about 6 to 8 inches so you have a good amount to be able to weave in. And then you're going to yarn over. Well, it's actually kind of yarn. You see it's actually already yarned over. And just pull, just hang on to it. And pull it right through the last 2 loops. Okay, and you'll turn your work. In this case, I'm actually crocheting from left to right, so I'm not going to turn my work for this particular blanket. This is my own design, and I'm actually going to do a video tutorial on how to make this blanket. Okay, so you just want to pick up your working yarn in the new color and make your chain 3 for your turning chain. Okay, and then you're just going to work across as you normally would. Okay, so here's got my chain 3 going on there in my very first stitch. And then this is my tail end that I'm going to have to weave in. And then also I'm going to have to clip this green yarn, leave about 6 to 8 inches, and weave this in later also. And that is how you add yarn for a stripe pattern at the beginning and end of your rows.